Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Markets. Today is Wednesday, November 20th. When you look at the history of warfare, it's all about speed. Speed is what really determines the winners in warfare. And I've talked about this before, but the best example is an implication of new technologies that really speed up the process of warfare. A great example of this in our lifetimes or in recent years that we all are familiar with is what Germany did during World War II. See, a lot of people mistakenly believe that Germany had better tanks or more tanks than France did, and that's just not true. France actually had more tanks and more airplanes for that matter, but more tanks than Germany, and their tanks were very competitive in the beginning. What Germany did was it took communications and added them to the tanks, basically two-way radios, and it added them to the tanks. This allowed the German tanks to communicate with each other faster and act as swarms, which is really the key. That was the real breakthrough. It allowed them to move a lot faster, to really increase the kill chain, the process by which they identified, target, and kill the opponents. And that's on my mind today, as last week there were congressional hearings on UFOs. And look, 20, 30 years ago, or certainly when we were growing up, if anybody said there was UFO or alien technology in weapons, you'd be laughed out of any room that you were in. But we see now, right on Capitol Hill, Congress holding hearings on UFO technologies, and more importantly, we see serious Pentagon officials, serious military people coming up and actually confessing that the U.S. not only agrees that there are UFOs, that we've actually taken UFO or alien technology and we've begun to incorporate it into our weapons systems. Now, I don't want to sound like a crank. Who the heck knows? Maybe the advancements that we're making in our military and in technology and AI, maybe that is just all created by us. Fine, that's great. Maybe we've gotten a little assist from technology that is alien to the country. Who knows? But I'll tell you something. I remember watching 60 Minutes last year, and they did a piece, a segment, a bit on alien technology and UFOs. And I remember thinking to myself, my goodness, I cannot believe that they're talking about UFOs on 60 freaking Minutes. This is real deal. And they had a bunch of credible military people on the program saying that, look, this stuff is real. This is happening. I know this might be crazy. It might alarm some people, but this is actually real. So whether that is the driver or not, there is a multi-trillion-dollar revolution happening right now in weapons, in the military. Basically, this underlying technology, whether we got it from a different place, whether we got it from an unidentified flying object, or whether we developed it ourselves, this new technology is actually a multi-trillion-dollar revolution happening right now in warfare. And it is happening right now in real time. This is something that we have been talking about for a couple of years here, and we've talked about it most specifically in our special reports and kind of documentaries on this that we've issued every few months covering the military, the defense industrial base. And if you go and look back at the companies, the defense contractors that we have featured in our special reports, these companies have gone gangbusters. I'm talking about gains of 400%, 200%, 150%. I could list them all down the line. Anybody who's been following our stuff knows what we're talking about here. Our special reports have been the place where people get the biggest bang for their buck, which is why I wanted to bring your attention to a special report that we did, a while back that we're updating right now. I thought it was very important because the companies featured in that special report, the original version, one of them doubled, but the new ones, the ones that we're adding now, the ones that we've updated it with already, really look compelling. And I think that it's something that you should really, as a member of Behind the Markets, know about, which is why I wanted to do this little public service announcement or shameless plug on this report that I think just doesn't get enough attention. One of the better reports that we've done, and there's a lot of upside in the companies we recommend there. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you have a lovely Wednesday.